Hey guys, it's Sinempr and welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial on this look. It's so just pretty, perfect, glowy. I don't know, it's just very soft looking makeup. The cheeks are really glowy, the eyes are super soft. It has a peachy pinkiness to it. I used the main star of the show, which is the ColourPop Tea Party eyeshadow, and along with some of the E.L.F bite-sized shadows, and I just really love how the look came out. And also this lip color is like my new favorite as well. How can I forget to mention, everything in this video is drugstore. I use drugstore products. It's super affordable to create this look. You probably have most of this stuff in your collection as well. I wanted to keep it affordable. If you can create a beautiful soft glam look using drugstore products rather than high-end and waste your money, then why not? So I wanted to bring a drugstore makeup tutorial for you guys. So you can pretty much wear this look with any outfit, with any accessory, whether you're wearing gold or silver, anything like that. It's just super pretty, romantic, flirty. It looks like you're blushing. It's just going to bring out your natural features, and that was the purpose of what I wanted to do in this video. I just wanted to keep everything really simple, but at the same time give you a soft glam. It's literally the definition of soft glam. Let me know what your Valentine's Day plans are. If you're single, if you're in a relationship, if you're going to stay in bed and have a girls' night by yourself or with friends, let me know what your plans are. So I think that is it. Let's just jump straight into the makeup tutorial. So let's get this skin prepped. I'm going to be first going into a glowy moisturizer to prep my skin, and this one is the E.L.F Glow Radiant Moisturizer. I think that should be enough, and this is a really good moisturizer because it hydrates, but it gives you a really nice sheen underneath your foundation. So you're just going to be looking like you're glowing from within, and it's going to look really nice underneath the foundation. You don't want to look matte and dry and just cakey, you know? And for my primer, I'm going into the E.L.F Poreless Putty Face Primer as well. This one is mainly going to go just where the cheeks are, around the nose, a little bit on the forehead as well. I'm not going to put it all over, and just work it into the skin. I like to tap and kind of roll whilst I'm pressing it in. So now that my skin is looking nice and healthy, I'm going to go into brows, and I'm using today the Revolution Pro Micro Brow Pencil. This is in the shade dark brown. Everyone has a different version of Valentine's Day, but when I think of Valentine's Day and going out, I just think of really soft makeup, beautiful skin, and just everything looking really natural and not too heavy. But of course, if you want to go all out, then you can as well. But today's look, I'm going to keep everything very soft glam. Just because that's typically what I would wear. I'm just starting from the front. That's where I typically like to start, and work my way backwards. Now I really need to get my brows done. It may look harsh at first, but it blends out when you wiggle the brush back and forth. For my foundation, I'm going into the Maybelline Dream Urban Cover Foundation. This is in the shade Warm Ivory, and you guys will see this in an upcoming haul because I did do a drugstore makeup haul recently. So this is actually my first time trying it out, but the reason I wanted to use this today is because it says it's full coverage and it's going to give a really nice glowy finish as well. I am going to set my skin with powder, and I'm using my Real Techniques sponge to blend that out. So this foundation may be a little too light for me, but I will make it work with bronzer. So now I'm going to do my eyes, and what I'm going to go into is the E.L.F Putty Eye Primer in Cream. This is what it looks like. I did a review on this, which I will link up here. This will block out any discoloration on the eyelids, any redness, any veining, and just prep your eyes for the eyeshadow, so then your eyeshadow will stick and stay all day for whatever you get up to on Valentine's Day. So for eyeshadow, I'm using the E.L.F Bite Size eyeshadows. I'm going to be using Cream and Sugar, which is this palette, and also this one is Carnival Candy. And then we're also going to go into a ColourPop Super Shock eyeshadow because I would consider this as drugstore. I know you can get it at Ulta and it's affordable. So I'm using one of their Super Shock shadows in Tea Party. And Tea Party is going to mainly be the focus of this look because it's a beautiful light peach with some silver glitter to it. It's going to look really, really nice and just romantic, and it's going to look wet on the eyes, shiny. So I think it's going to look really, really nice. So I'm first taking Carnival Candy and I'm going into this brown shade right here. This is going to go just in the crease. So you literally just want to buff this out. You don't want it to be super dark, so just use a light hand with it. Next, I'm taking a little bit of the Cream and Sugar palette and I'm taking this shade right here. And this is mainly going to go between the brow bone and the crease color just to transition it a little bit more. So I'm now taking ColourPop's Tea Party and I'm just going to use this dry and see how it applies first. So I'm going to take it with my finger, swirl it in. It's super creamy to the touch. It's almost like a wash of colour. I actually just wet my brush and I'm going to go in with it wet and see if that does anything. Okay, much better. You have to use it wet. You can always tilt your head back as well and then just press it into the lid right in the center and then diffuse the rest on the outer and inner corner, but have most of the pigment and shine in the center. So I'm going to darken it up a little bit with this kind of reddish brown from the Carnival Candy palette. I'm just taking that same eyeshadow brush and I'm going to kind of wiggle this in to the lower not lower lash line, the upper lash line, but also on the outer corner. And this is going to tie in a little bit of pinkiness because it has a red undertone to it. So it's going to be a little bit more Valentine's Day appropriate because I really want to play around with some pinks and rosy colours in today's look. Going back into the Cream and Sugar palette and I'm taking this shade right here. It's going to be my inner corner highlight. A little bit in the center as well. Now I'm going into the LA Girl Glide Gel Liner in brown, and this is going to go on top of my lash line to act as my eyeliner. So I'm just going to run this back and forth and you guys will see this trick, just running a little bit of pencil along the lash line and not using a gel, not using a liquid liner, is really just going to open up the eyes. I'm just going to smoke it out with that same brush that has a little bit of that reddish brown residue to blend it together. So you guys can see how pretty it looks. This is this side without the eyeliner and this is with. So you guys can see a big difference. You guys can see which one you prefer. Just that eyeliner really makes the lashes look full when you apply mascara, and I feel like it just completes the look. So I'm going to come back to the eyes a little bit later and just go straight into concealer now. So the concealer I'm going to be using today is the Covergirl TruBlend Concealer. This one is in the shade Light Nude. And this is a really great drugstore concealer. It's going to give you full coverage, but it's going to allow you to play around with it. So it's not going to dry down to a matte. And I like the finish that this gives. So I like to go a little heavy with my concealer. I'm going to apply a little on the nose. And taking that same sponge. So what's everyone's Valentine's Day plans? Let me know down below what you guys are going to do. If you're single, if you're in a relationship. And what you plan to do. Even if you're single, you can literally have the most fun night in. Just put on a movie, grab some snacks. You could even do a little pamper session as well. Just grab like some face masks, run yourself a nice hot bath. Now it's time to set the under eyes, and I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder in Fair because I'm very fair. Taking a little bit of that and just pretty much setting my under eyes with it. I might set the rest of my face with this too. For my bronzer and blusher, I'm going to be taking the E.L.F. Fiji Blush and Bronzing Duo. So I'm going to use both these shades. So taking the bronzer first, and I'm just going to lightly sweep this on my cheeks. Push back into the hairline. A little bit on the jawline to slim this double chin that I have that I can never get rid of. And then taking that same blush from the palette. Oh, look how pretty. These two literally go so well together. And the formula is everything. Try to focus more blusher on the apples of the cheeks because that's where you want to look like you've been blushing. Okay, so now for highlighter, I'm using one of my favorites recently. This is the Makeup Revolution Reloaded Highlighter in Just My Type. And it is a beautiful peachy pink highlighter, which again goes perfect with this eye makeup, with the cheeks, with everything. So I'm going to just apply that quite heavily on my cheeks. Oh my gosh. This is a very natural looking highlight. And I say natural because it doesn't look like it has a lot of colour. It just looks like a wet glow, you know? Oh, I like seriously cannot get over this. So I'm going into a eyeliner that I don't know if they do anymore. This is the NYX Wonder Pencil in Light. It's gonna brighten your eyes and it's just gonna look really, really pretty against these sorts of colours that you use. And again, Valentine's Day, I think is just all about just bringing out the natural features. You don't want to use browns and blacks in the waterline because it's going to look too harsh. Of course you can if you want to, but me personally, I prefer more of a softer approach when it comes to Valentine's Day. Okay, my eyes are watering a little bit. I'm going to go into mascara now, and this is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara. Love this one. The brush is really, really pretty. So what it's going to do is just make your lashes super, super full and lengthy. And it's just going to curl them really nicely. If you have straight lashes, this is a great one because it naturally just pushes them up. I'm taking a little bit of the reddish brown with that nudie colour in the Carnival Candy palette and just run that along the lash line. And then go back in with mascara. I honestly think this is going to be like my go-to makeup look from now on because I think this is so pretty. So what I'm going to do now is give my face a little bit of a spritz with the E.L.F. Dewy Setting Mist. I'm sorry that there's a lot of E.L.F. in today's video. It's just super affordable and I really love their products. I'm going to cover my eyes because I don't want my mascara to run. So always cover your eyes when you do your setting spray. And this one's the dewy one, so it's really gonna bring that highlight through and just make your skin look really, really juicy and not matte or cakey. Now going into lips, I'm using a new product that's new to me. So this is the NYX Lingerie lipstick, and this is in the shade Baby Doll. And the reason I'm picking this color is because, again, it's gonna tie in really nicely with the blusher color and the eyes. And this NYX lipstick line has a bunch of shades to choose from. Really nice brown nudes, pink nudes, peachy shades. This is the final look. So let me be right back and show you guys like close-ups and everything. So this is what the skin looks like. The eyes, super, super pretty. Oh, I love it. So I hope you guys really love how the look came out. I absolutely love it. I think I'm gonna keep wearing it and you guys are gonna see this like in every single video now. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the video, and yeah, let me know what your plans are down below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, I'll see you guys all in my next video.